Hello, my name's Chris Coffey, and I am so excited about the summer of 2020. The technology training this summer is all about 21st century preparation. Now, to ask a teacher, are you 21st century prepared in the year 2020 is kind of like asking a skydiver if he's ready after you pushed him out of the plane. Unfortunately, with a fifth of the century already gone by and all of the complications due to COVID-19 and remote distance learning, teachers have been, really creative and jump forward. Whether you're ready or not, here it is. And during these difficult times, teachers have shown a dedication and a willingness to try new things and implement new teaching methods. And so this whole training is just to push that a little bit further and to make sure that we're prepared when our students come back to give them a 21st century education. So some of you may be going, I already know how to use computers. I've got Google Classroom down. I've got some websites I use. I'm good to go. And you know what? That is great. I applaud you for already implementing those strategies. But to truly be 21st century ready, ask yourself a couple questions. Number one, are your lectures more than 15 to 20% of your instruction? Are your assignments the same for all your students? Number three, are your assessments primarily multiple choice, or are they the kind of questions that only have one answer? Number four, are you the only person that gives your students feedback on their work? And number five, are your assignments completely separated from other subject areas? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we may need to brush up on your 21st century educational skills. If you answered no to all of them, there's probably still room for improvement. With all the new technology and expectations that are coming toward teachers, it's important now more than ever that we continue to be ongoing learners, just like we expect our students to be. You might have noticed that none of those questions had anything to do with technology. That's because technology is the tool. You can master every program, but if you have poor teaching skills, your students are going to suffer. Computers can do a lot, but they can't teach. You need a teacher for that. With that in mind, the main purpose of this course is to help you become more productive by using technology. The glue, if you would, that's going to hold all of the technology training together is research-proven, time-tested pedagogy. So if you're a good teacher and you have good pedagogy on your side, then I can show you which buttons to push to make your life a whole lot easier. And if you're a teacher that already knows computers, but maybe your classroom, whether it's management or instructional style, assessments, need a little bit of work, there's going to be something in this course for you as well. The goal is that as we go into the next school year, everybody's more prepared and a little bit better than they were last year. The driving question for this course is, what evidence can I present to show that I am prepared to teach in the 21st century? The way you're going to do that is you're going to create a unit that you'll be able to present to your students. And we'll do that once school starts back. The question is, we're not sure how school will start back. Maybe it's like normal. Maybe it's alternating days. Maybe we have a delay and we have to start remotely. So we have to kind of be ready for all contingencies. No matter how we start the school year, if you have a good unit in place, you're going to be ready. So there are going to be 4 benchmarks. The fourth is going to be the completed unit. And you might be doing a project or a portfolio, just a learning guide, laying out step by step what students need to do and when. There are other options that may be available to you depending on your grade and subject areas. But ultimately, we want you to just show us you know how to use the technology and have good sound practices. So in order to do that, there are 3 other benchmarks. Benchmark 1 is all about administrative things. This is all of the background work and things that can eat up a lot of our time, but the students won't see. It's important that you have that down so that as the school year goes on, you don't have to worry about, is your paperwork in the correct order? The second benchmark is going to be all about instruction. creating videos like this one, hopefully better because I'm not good in front of a camera, as well as screen capture videos, Google Meets, and working with things like scaffold lessons so that students can master the content, whether they're in the classroom or at home, whether they're struggling in your subject area or whether they're the highest scoring kid in your class. Creating lessons ahead of time with all of that in mind is going to make your instruction more productive and keep your students more engaged. The third benchmark is all about assessments. Yes, it's really nice to have things like Google Forms that'll automatically grade, but what about the other assessments? What about non-digital assessments? What about more project-based assessment? Open-ended kind of responses where there's more than one right answer. Maybe even go a little bit further and say, what about having students work together even if they're not coming to school? These are things that take a lot of prep time, but they are so worth it. And if we do come back to school, all that prep time is not wasted because you can still do those exact assessments inside of the classroom. So that makes it great. And then finally, once you've done all that, you've got your plans all laid out, you've got your lessons made, you've got some assessments already done, then that last benchmark is just bringing it all together. I am confident that those of you who take this course seriously are going to be better prepared, more confident, more excited about teaching coming this fall than you have in years. And it's not because I'm offering you something so wonderful. It's because of the process. By taking the time and learning some new technology skills, by rethinking some lessons that maybe have just been, recycled year after year, by really going, hey, how can I reach the needs of the students? It gives an excitement to teaching. And I'm glad I get to be a part of that with you. Because although we may have to get innovative with the way we teach, even though the future of not just the virus, but education as a whole is very uncertain, I'm sure those of you who are spending your summer to do this training are in the same place I am, dedicated to helping students grow and mature and become the adults that we know they can be. So again, thank you for taking this course. And at any time, if you need my help, please contact me and I'll be seeing you in lesson 1.